Hi you guys, back again with another project share for Scrap Diva Designs. It was Scrap Diva 29, and here's her card. Here is her website, and here's all of her other information. And make sure that you guys follow the hashtag Scrap Diva Designs so you can see what everybody else is making. So much inspiration out there. So I took the Flower Shaker mini album and I turned it into a little garden party hat. I used the bottom piece here, and the piece I used is the one that has the stitching on it. It's like the layering piece, and here's all the dies that come with it. So like I said, I used that stitched piece. And let me get my ruler. And it is about 5 and almost a half. So it's a nice little size, little hat, and it does open. Oh, my charm keeps flopping around. But I also used her butterfly bow, and I used a tail like for this piece here from one of her other dies. But this came out so cute. I did make a kind of a little mistake there, but I actually have a tutorial, and I'm going to show you how I made it, and it does open up. And then I have rosettes inside. They're cute little butterfly rosettes. It just closes right back up. There we go. Came out so adorable. So I will show you what I used to make this. I used, of course, her butterfly bows. I used the small set. I haven't played with the larger set yet. And then I have her cake, her 3D cake die, and there's like 3, the other one's down. So let's show it. There we go. It has like 3 circles that come in the die set. There's like a small one, a medium, and then a large. I used the medium. Move this out of the way. And like I said, the tail piece that I used on that bow, it's this bow die set. And I used this piece here. I think it is like the medium one. Okay, and I have all of my pieces cut out and stitched already. So let me move that so I don't lose it. And you will also need 2 pieces that are, what I do put, no, it's right there. They are 8 1/4 by 1 3/4, and then this is the 1 3/4 side. So on your scoring board, you would just score at 1/4 of an inch, and that'll give you 1 1/2 right here. So you'll need 2 pieces, 8 1/4 by, of course, I just forgot what I said, by 1 3/4, and then scored on the 1/4 inch all the way down. And then you cut out your little notches right here. So 2 of those. And then for this piece here, which is that stitched die, I cut out like just a plain pink like paper or whatever color cardstock, and then you do your patterned paper, and we're going to glue those 2 together. And then you're going to need 1 of these from her cake die, and I will measure that circle so that way you know. It is 2 and just under, let's see, 2 3/8 it is, this little circle. So you'll need 1 with a pattern, and then I do believe it's 2 just plain cardstock, so we can make the top and then the bottom one here. And then you're going to need, for the sides, this is 1.5 by 8.25, so you'll need 2 decorative papers. And then on the bottom, because I had put a strip all the way around here on like the top part of the hat, and this I do believe is 8.25 by 3/4 of an inch. So that's that little decorative piece that goes around the hat right in here. Okay, and then you'll need either a bow or her butterfly bow, which I absolutely love. So let's start. Get rid of these. I'm actually going to put the butterfly bow together first. I just chose some pretty like pinks and whatever matched this colors here on these. And then for the bows, of course, you always want to do this so that way they, when you go to bend them over, your paper doesn't, hopefully I'm in frame. Just put a little dab there and a little dab there. Okay, that's one piece. And then here is the other. I guess I could have had the bow all put together before I started this, but I thought it would be fun to put the bow together. This is such a pretty die. Okay, and then I'm gonna glue this piece on first. Oops. Just kind of perk it up a little. And then the other piece. I like hot glue to glue stuff like this together because it's quick. Okay, yeah, I have my craft room window open and it's almost 80 degrees out today, so it's very noisy outside. So here's the little butterfly, and I'm going to actually do a little bit of bending. So when I put it on the hat there, and then you can do whatever you want in the middle. So we'll do that later. Okay, I got my glue, and let's see. Let's put these together first. So of course you're going to want to bend over your little notches. I found that the smaller you make your little notches, the easier it is to put the circle together, but I just went ahead and did this quickly. If I'm having a problem, I can always take my scissors and just put another little snip in there. So just bend all those over. And then you want to take your bone folder and give that, I guess I should have done that first. Give that a nice little curve. Just helps when you go to put it together. Yeah, just be careful. There we go. The more you can do, the easier it is. We'll hit this one more time. There we go. And they already start to have a little curve to them. So I have my glue. Let's move these out of the way. Actually, first, let's glue this to this. That way it can dry. I said I already did all of my sewing. save some time. Okay, this just makes it a little sturdier using cardstock, and then okay, so that's going to be our bottom piece. And so, where's my other little, there you are, my other little circle here. Let me move some stuff out of the way, that way I don't hot glue anything. So for, doesn't matter either the top or the bottom, you're going to want to glue one with the circle like on the outside, and then you're going to want to glue one with the circle on the inside. So I guess the one that has the tabs glued on the outside will be your lid, because it's going to fit right over the top. So you'll see once we get it all put together. Try and stay in frame here. Hopefully my glue bottle doesn't get clogged. I did just clean it. So this will be the bottom piece. So we're going to glue all those inside. Just want to take your time, see how it's coming apart. I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to make this video so it's not too long, but I guess sometimes you have to wait. Hot glue would probably be a lot quicker, but I'm not good with hot glue. I did some hot glue on the other one, and I kind of screwed it up a little bit. That's why I have those flowers on top to cover that up. I guess I don't work as fast or fast enough for the hot glue so that I could move it around. So I'm just forming this around those tabs. You can even, you know, cut all of this out in your patterned paper too. So that way you can skip a few steps, but this just makes it sturdier. Okay. Just gonna slide that right in there. And I'm just gonna, because I know that part, I'm gonna add some glue on the inside. Just a little right on the inside here, and then just a little bit on the edge. Line it up as best as I can. And then just kind of match this up. Oops. I think I'm trying to hurry it too fast. Okay. Trying to get it as perfect as I can, so that way when I go to glue this top piece on, you don't see a whole lot of, I guess that won't be too bad, but try not to make your top piece so tight. Oops, did that dry already? That way it'll slide over the bottom piece. Let's see if I can get that off a little bit without ruining it, if it's still a little wet. I kind of flared the other one out. I'm sure it'll still go over the top there. Don't want to rip it. There we go. And some more glue. So what I mean by flare it out, I mean don't get it so perfect. flare that top piece out just so it flares out a little bit. And you can even go with your scissors later and just snip off that little piece right there. It'll just help for the lid to fit better. So we will set that aside. So this one is on the inside. So actually, duh. So since it's on the inside, that one's going to be the bottom, because the one with the outside, so we are going to want to go tighter with this one. I knew I'd make a mistake. So we do want this one to be perfectly round, because the one on the inside will be the bottom, and then when you put it on the outside, I don't know why, but it just makes it a little bigger, and we'll flare that out. So let's see. Took me a couple of tries to make this die, to make this into the hat. So we'll just glue all those on the outside. Look how this was on the outside, now it's going to be on the inside. I just need to give it a minute so that it dries. Okay. Let's see if this would be easier. Just gluing around that, just popping it down. I can always go back in the other spots that popped up and add some glue. Like this one, that one there. Okay, just continue around. Pushing them down. Like I said, just take your time. Don't try to be in a hurry like me. Okay, now the other one, we had tucked this piece inside. This time I'm putting the piece outside. But I'm gonna make sure that since this is the top one, I'm going to leave it flared out just a little bit and not match it up so tightly. So I'll just leave that there so it flares out. Oops, I keep going off frame, sorry. Okay, and before it dries, I want to make sure, perfect. So that will fit over the top if you flare this little end piece out. And like I said, you can always trim those pieces off. So make this one nice and tight and flush, and this one just flare it out a little bit. Okay, hopefully that won't be messy when I go to put it on. I feel like once you embellish it, you could try and push those in, but okay, so now remembering that this is our lid because the things are on the outside. This one is the inside because the things are inside here. So we are actually going to take this piece here. We are going to hot glue it. We're going to figure out where we want it as even as possible. I didn't get this one as even as possible, you know, perfectly, but I figured this had a little bit more of an edge on it, so it was worked out great for that bow. So I'm just going to hot glue that and hopefully get it in the middle. That looks about right. Take my just push on it a little. It should be good. Seems like it is. So it looks like I got it on there pretty good. So what you can do, you can cut out another piece of patterned cardstock and just trim it down and then set it in the bottom if you want. But if you're just going to put pretty little things in there, you can do shred or whatever you're making. Let's see. So then this piece here, we will glue that on. And you know what? I don't know why I cut out 2 of these, because I'm not going to decorate the inside one. So make sure you only cut out 1. See, that's why I always make some sort of mistake. I was in a hurry to get this tutorial done. I'm sorry, but you have another one ready for if you're going to make another one. So you only need 1 of these, and we will glue that on. I'm going to try and get the seams matched up in the back. So just set that right over. Make sure that when you're putting it on that your paper is like this way. I feel like hot glue would be faster, but the last one I hot glued, I didn't do a very good job. So maybe I'll just have to hit the ends. So just and then just keep rolling it around over it. Go back through and kind of tighten it. Like I said, take your time. Don't hurry like I am. Okay, I got just a touch crooked, so just gonna start over. I don't know how I got so crooked. Right about now, hot glue seems like a really good option. So I think I'm going to finish this part off with some hot glue. I just won't gob it on there like I did with my first one, and then have to fix things and cover it up. Okay, so there we go. We have the outside covered. And now we're going to glue our top on, and I'm actually going to use hot glue. This eventually will dry. I don't know if you can hear my neighbor's chickens. They have quite a few chickens. They're usually pretty noisy. So I'm just putting the top on. Okay, get that on there as good as you can. Like I said, you're just going to decorate it anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But here is your lid. And there we go. And so what I did was I had like a space showing like right in here. I don't know if you can see it. So that's when I glued this on. So that way when I put the lid on, that goes all the way right down to the bottom. So I'm gonna start putting that on. I don't know if I want to use hot glue or regular glue, but let's make all the seams in the same spot. Maybe I'll start with hot glue and see where it goes from there. So I'll just match up that seam. Make sure that I push all the way down to the bottom there. That way this will lie flush. Get some more hot glue. Don't need a whole lot of hot glue, just enough to have that on there. Push that down. Okay, some more hot glue. Making sure that pushes down to the bottom. Okay, that should line right up. See my other one, all of my like seams weren't together. On this one it is. Like I said, after you put it together once, then you live and learn. Looks like I messed up right there, but that's okay. Okay guys, and that is the little hat. And this should pop right off. Go back on. Isn't this cute? I just have to do a little bit of trimming with my, from where I sewed, but we'll pop that little butterfly on. And I wonder if it will cover up all the seams. No, so we'll just do it. This one I didn't cut out like the tail for it. I'm just gonna pop the butterfly right on there. I thought it would be pretty just like that. Well, actually I have to put something in the middle. I have this really pretty stuff from Hobby Lobby. Just glue that down. Run that through a few times. That should be good. Just glue that down there. Okay, get my scissors. I don't know where my other pink scissors are that I use all the time. So I'll just use these. Snip that off. Okay, now we can put our little butterfly on there. I wished I would have cut out the little bow tail for this one, but so, okay, that's the back. I'm gonna put it right about, like right in there. Even though this sits on the bottom, what I did was I just curled it a little bit and then curled the tops. And there we go. There is your cute little garden party hat. And now you can decorate it up and make it all pretty. Hopefully everybody enjoyed my little tutorial, even though I messed up and said you need 2 of these. You only need 1, but hey, I can always make another one. And here's the first one again. Okay, and I will leave the links down below to all of the products that I talked about, the dies from her shop, and here's her card again. And I will also leave an affiliate link down below as well. And make sure to stop by her shop and check out all of her dies. And thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye. Oops.